What's good, fellas? Welcome to this presentation. This is Trey, and the topic for today is a secret that will give you more power. More power. And when I say more power, what do I mean? More influence and more ability to create your desired effects in your kingdom, in your universe, in your world. Your kingdom consists of your rules, your boundaries, your reality. That means anything is possible in your kingdom because you are the king of your kingdom. Don't accept anybody else's bullshit, anybody else's weak ass mindsets, weak ass limiting beliefs, weak ass values, weak ass concepts, weak ass vocabulary. That's why they're weak as fuck. Because everything about them is weak. Stay the fuck away from weak people. Anyway, the secret is always take full responsibility for everything. Because once you do that, you become a god. You become a god. Because you're no longer leaving things up to others. There is no room for blaming others. There's no room for saying, oh, it was this person's fault, it was that person's fault. Because you take full responsibility for your life. So what does that mean? You don't give power to anyone. I don't give power to women. If I approach a woman and she rejects me, she didn't reject me. She didn't fucking reject me. She just wasn't smart enough to see my value. She wasn't intelligent enough to realize a king is in front of her. How foolish. If I wanted to, I could have demonstrated more value. I could have put in more effort. I could have gamed her more. But why? Why? For what? I'm gonna put in all this work and do all this shit just to get some pussy? I'm a fucking king. Pussy is easy to get. It's in abundance. It's everywhere. There's 7 billion people on the planet. I'm gonna sit down and try to get a girl to see my value. If she doesn't see my value, she is a fool. She is lacking in intelligence. I take full responsibility. I decided that she's just not smart enough to see my value. It's as simple as that. Because when a woman sees your value, she will jump a barbed wire fence to come see you. She will drive from one city to another city to come see you. When a girl sees your value. So don't get caught up, oh, we need to make this girl like me and that girl like me. You don't need to make nobody like you. You just got to find the girl who sees your value. Now, when I say you take full responsibility, you find the frame that gives you power. A girl didn't reject you. She just didn't see your value. She wasn't smart enough to see your value. Or a girl didn't reject you. You just didn't spend a lot of time gaming her or communicating to her to show your value. A girl didn't reject you. You just decided not to trigger the emotions in her that would make her be attracted to you. You see what I'm saying? You reframe this shit. Don't give her the power talking about she rejected you as if she's some type of queen or goddess or some shit. She's freaking moving off of emotion, bro. She's not even logically, it's not like she's intelligently deciding, oh, is he the right guy? It's an emotion she's moving off of. Literally being controlled by an emotion. Do you know when you act from an emotion, you're being controlled? You can't even respect that. And unless, like me, I will act from an emotion, but it's a choice. It's not like an emotion comes up and all of a sudden I'm identifying with the emotion. At that point, you're a slave. If an emotion comes up and right away you identify with it, you're a fucking slave. You're supposed to check the emotion and see, does this emotion serve me? Check the thought and see, does this thought serve me? Check the frame and see, does this frame serve me? If it doesn't serve you, don't align with it. Don't identify with it. Because it's your kingdom. You set the rules. Nobody else sets the rules. You don't have to follow anybody. Yeah, we've been given these ideas as children and grown up with certain ideas, and society throws shit at us. But once you become a man, you get to choose your philosophy. You get to choose your religion. You get to choose how you live your life. As a king of your kingdom, you sit in your throne and you make the decisions in your kingdom. You decide what certain words mean. You decide what concepts are in your kingdom. You decide the reality of your kingdom. Right? What effects do you want to create in your kingdom? You see, you have some people with limiting beliefs who don't believe certain shit because their kingdom, there's no power in their kingdom. There's no power in their kingdom. They haven't sat down and earned the power. They haven't sat down and decided, what do I want in my kingdom? They just took on the beliefs of society. They took on the beliefs of their parents, of their friends, of their family, who have their own limited beliefs based on their experiences. But a king is able to see, I don't agree with this shit. These beliefs are too weak, man. They don't give me power. They don't give me what I want. So you make a decision, you know what? I'm going to create my own beliefs. I'm going to reframe things. I'm going to establish my throne. I'm going to build my empire. And how do you build your empire? By cultivating power and influence. How do you cultivate power and influence? Starts in the metaphysical world. It starts with your thoughts. It starts with your ideas. It starts with your beliefs. And then your thoughts, your ideas, beliefs, the stronger they are, the more powerful your reality will be. The weaker they are, the weaker your reality will be. Right? The guy who is not getting any women is because his kingdom is weak. His kingdom is weak. He hasn't cultivated much power. You see, my kingdom was weak. With those days when I wasn't getting women, those days where, I couldn't get a girl to save my life, it's because I had a weak kingdom. I was not a king back then. Or let's just say, I was a king, but I wasn't carrying myself as a king. You see, there's a difference. I was a king, but I wasn't carrying myself as a king. I didn't realize I was a king. It's kind of like a beast. I was a beast back then, but I didn't unleash the beast. I was a king back then, but I didn't establish the throne. But as I got wiser, as I got more mature, I realized, you can establish your throne, bro. You can unleash the beast. You can decide if you want to be alpha or beta. You can decide if you want to be masculine or feminine. There's actually the power of choice here. There's actually the power of responsibility here. You're not a fucking victim. You're not a goddamn sheep. You're not a jackal. You're not a fucking squirrel. You can choose the animal that you want to be. If you want to be a lion, you're a lion. If you want to be a wolf, you're a wolf. If you want to be a grizzly bear, you're a grizzly bear. If you want to be a python, you're a python. Right? You just have to make the choice and then act as if until it is internalized, until you become grounded and you become embodied. But that's what we truly want. That's when you start to radiate an aura of royalty. When you embody power, embody powerful thoughts, powerful beliefs, powerful mindsets, powerful frames. And people can feel your energy when you walk up because it's embodied. It's a frequency that you're carrying. And how do you strengthen that frequency? You decide what you want You choose your beliefs, you choose your frames, you choose your mindset, and then you go and put it out on the world and you challenge the world. And the world's gonna challenge you back, and you hold your frame. You stay grounded and you don't break. Once you break, you lose your power. And not to say that you'll never break, because when you put yourself out there, you will be challenged, and some challenges will be more difficult than others. But even if you break, you get back up. You don't break and then you just crumble and then it's over when you fold. You get your ass back up and you say, let's go again. I want the power. I refuse to give up. Right? So the secret is to take 100% responsibility for your life. Don't give any power to anyone. Anyone who tries to take your power, you cut them off. Either you challenge them, you go to war with that person, not physically, like mental warfare or whatever you want to call it. You challenge them with your frame, you challenge them with your thoughts and ideas, and you defeat them. Or if you can't defeat them, you either cut the communication line, you just cut them off, don't even deal with them, or you go back and you say, oh fuck, that's the challenge. That's the boss in the video game. So I need to go back and strengthen my character. I need to go back and strengthen my frame. I need to go back and strengthen my ideas and my thoughts and my beliefs, and then come back for the boss. Right? In a video game, when you play a video game, if you go against a boss and the boss kicks your ass, you gotta take your character and go back and fight some more minions so you can level up, and then you come back to the boss. Right? If you want to go to the next level, you have to beat the boss. So you can't run away from him. Just go back and strengthen your character. Right? So you approach that fine-ass girl and you don't get her. It doesn't mean that you lose. It just means you need to strengthen your character. You got to become more attractive. Go and communicate to some more women. Work on your archetype. Make your archetype sexier. Build up your inner game. Become more confident. And then approach that woman again. See what happens next time. There ain't no give up, man. There ain't no give up. You just take 100% responsibility. You decide you are a king in your kingdom, right? And you make the goddamn rules, right? You make the goddamn rules. Nobody else gets power. Nobody else can take your power unless you let them. They will try to take your power. They will try to crush you. They will try to destroy you. But just use everything as an opportunity to get stronger. Right? I got jumped one time. That, I'm glad I got jumped. It made me stronger. It gave me an experience of, oh, okay, I know what it's like to be jumped. Somebody tries to jump me again, I know how to handle that differently. Actually, what happened with that is, by me getting jumped, what happened to me is I learned how to tap into a certain energy that can be very intimidating. That can be very aggressive. Because I had to learn how to deal with being jumped. I had to learn how to scare them off. Or show them that even though you're jumping me, I'm not just gonna fall and bend over and let you kick my ass. I'm gonna get my hits in. Somebody gonna take a hit. Somebody's gonna get a hit, bruh. So I had to get some type of respect here. Now, there's a certain attitude and a certain energy that you get from an experience like that, and you can take that with you with the rest of your life. So now, I can tap into that energy. If somebody challenges me physically, there's a look in my eye that I can give off. There's a demeanor that I can give off. There's an energy, there's a presence that I can tap into that most people can't tap into because they haven't had that experience. You see, so I don't see that as a bad thing. I don't see me as getting jumped as a bad thing. I see it as me developing a quality that I would not have developed if that would have never happened. You see, anytime some challenge comes up, anytime some adversity, anytime whatever, any bullshit happens, it strengthens my character. Okay, because I'm gonna improve. I'm gonna learn something from everything that happens. I take responsibility for everything. Right? There was certain choices I could have made to avoid getting jumped, and I made the choice and led to me getting jumped, and I accept. I accept and take responsibility for what happened. Some people might say, "Oh, how you gonna take responsibility for that?" Because I want the power. If I don't take responsibility, then I become a victim. I give the power to the other person. Oh, they jumped me. Fuck out of here. Women don't respect weakness. They respect power. They respect strength. Other men don't respect weakness. Nobody respects weakness. So just forget about the concept of weakness. Take it out of your kingdom. Ain't no weakness. Okay, and if there is a weakness, make sure your strengths are so strong, so powerful that your weaknesses don't even matter. That's what you want to do. Make your strengths so strong, so powerful, so maxed out that your weaknesses are overlooked. They're not even noticeable. That's the game I play. I don't have every single card. I don't have every single thing on my side, but what I do have on my side, I max it out. I take responsibility for my life. And I get creative and resourceful. And I never get ungrateful, never become ungrateful, man. So many people in much worse conditions. Much worse conditions, bro. Never get ungrateful. And it's like, if somebody disrespects you, somebody fucks with you, cut that piece of shit off, man. Cut them off. The fuck? There's always gonna be somebody that will see your value. You just gotta find those people. Find the people that see your value and cut off the people that don't. Take responsibility for your life. Take responsibility for what happens in your kingdom. Because you are the king. If anything, if you don't like something, you have to do something about it. Ain't nobody coming to save you. You're the fucking king. You're not a slave. You're not a peasant. You handle shit. You take the initiative. You step into the unknown. You lead. You create the condition you want. You create the results. You manifest. You attract. No matter what happens, if you don't get what you want, then you evolve. You level up. You become whatever version of you need to become to get what you want. And that's the end of the goddamn story. That's the end of the sentence. No, ain't no, oh, this person. Ain't no, oh, I don't have enough money. Ain't no, oh, I don't have enough time. Ain't no, oh, I don't have this. Oh, what if this? Oh, it would be nice if this. What if that? I pray for this. I hope for this. No. Look at what you have right now and do something with it. That's it. Trey Morgan signing off. Peace.